Detroit Grand Prix is that it started in downtown Detroit as a Formula One race in the early 80s. Then they went through two other iterations of cars. Now we have Indy. They've moved to the island. It's been on again, it's been off again. We want to know, though, in this year, as it feels so much different out here, what is the essence of the Detroit Grand Prix? We set out to find out.
The first thing that jumps out at you is the crowd. Parents with lots of children, the kids, of course, having ear protection, and the Grand Prix to them is one thing.
Race cars.
Madram Cerullo is a little older, but enthralled nonetheless.
I get to be right next to the track, and I get to see and feel almost the cars going really fast.
And that certainly is the draw for the diehards like Deanna Romero of Mexico, yes, Mexico, who plowed major bucks into being here.
Because I'm a big fan of the race.
I love the noise, the environment.
Wayne Price is a U of M junior who appreciates today's auto racing. It's become inclusive and fan-friendly on a scale you don't often see. Like drivers and equipment meandering through the crowd right next to the fans, easy as you please.
Oh yeah, I chased it. It was a Ferrari.
The teams know what they have, and the fans do too, and it's the surefire way to make lasting memories that keep the races alive and coming back year after year.
It's a very rare car. You don't really get to see, all of that carbon fiber. It's such an expensive car, and they only come to Detroit once a year.
Now, you might think that kind of fandom is as good as it gets anywhere in any sport, but here on Belle Isle, we found a transcontinental flight and a Ferrari fondness are really just the beginning. Kevin Grandison of Romulus tops them all.
Yeah, well, I like Simon Pagenaud because I met him last year, and we actually had the same kind of dog, so we actually kind of bonded over talking about our dogs. I have a Jack Russell, and he has a Jack Russell.
Simon Pagenaud isn't just any driver. He's from Team Penske, and he won last week's Indy 500, and he's going to be racing here this weekend. Still, this kind of family-friendly event isn't just about race cars. There are lots of other things to do. The kids will like the Myers-sponsored play area. There's basketball, football. You can measure your fastball on the radar gun, work on your putting, and if you really want to imagine yourself in the bumper car ride instead of a race car, you go to work out with the bouncing bubbles.
In the end, though, the Detroit Grand Prix is really about this one spot right here. Behind me, the fountain, which was restored by funds brought by the race. You have the Chamber of Commerce shot of the city that the network will be using all weekend. You have the race cars here, the Detroit River right behind. The city probably hasn't looked this pretty in a very long time. The Detroit Grand Prix is about a lot of things, but in the end, it's about making this city look as good as it can. What do you think of the city so far?
Gorgeous, gorgeous.
On Belle Isle, Rod Maloney, Local 4.